Very few children survived in the camps. Those Hungarian children who did survive, 99% of them survived by hiding. We survived after everything they tried to do to kill us.
We were slowly starving. There was no food, there was no water, there was nothing.
So many children had been lost. Only 10% of Jewish children survived.
And my mother said, "Put your head here and we'll die." I heard my father's voice saying, "There is no God, there is no God, there is no God."
We were the first ones to say, "Never again." We just weren't going to allow it.
70 years later, after Hitler and Auschwitz, no one has the right to threaten our people. No one has the right to deface our synagogues.
The synagogue was targeted by demonstrators who reportedly chanted "Death to Jews."
And no one has the right to hurt our children.
We had no memories from before the war. Our first memories were bombs and hunger and cold and fear. And the first memories affect the child terribly. To us, reality was the war and everything that came with it.
These are children who survived at Auschwitz. Their parents and relatives had been murdered by poison gas. Most of them have forgotten their names and have nothing left to identify them except the numbers the Nazis tattooed on their arms.
Survivors were always thought to be the survivors of the camps. People are always trying to compare us, but you can't compare it. They suffered terribly. What many of them had, though, they knew what life was before the war. So if they survived, they had something to build on. They knew what life was supposed to be like. We were not allowed to be Jews. We were not allowed to have our own names. So we grew up in different countries with different names, not allowed to practice our religion. We were non-people. Nobody even knew we existed. After the atrocities of the Holocaust, the world collectively vowed never again. Yet 70 years later, dark echoes of the past are growing louder every day. Extremist groups are becoming more powerful, and new stories of religious oppression, ethnic cleansing, and genocide are now commonplace. As Hungarian children who survived by hiding, our experiences had a profound, lasting effect on us. We didn't flourish with curiosity and self-discovery, but instead were dedicated to secrecy and consumed with survival. As adults, we are activists, authors, doctors, professors, parents, husbands and wives, but most of all, we are the Hungarian hidden children. And these are our stories.